What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking on the video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you are subscribed, welcome back, guys. I am so excited right now. We finally got quad tips on the truck, so we are no longer catback straight true dual with stock tips. We are now catback straight pipe true dual with Blue Burnt quad tips, guys. Look at these things. These things look awesome in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I did go with sticking out the Blue Burnt tip about an inch or a little less than an inch out. I did want that look coming out the back here. I think that looks awesome. Sorry for the microfiber towel there, just got to cover up the plate. But I think these look awesome, guys. And let me be the first one to tell you, from the stock tips to these tips, the back looks so much better, and the sound difference of what I was going for. It's exactly what I was going for and what I knew would happen. And I'm so glad I went with quad tips and took off those stock tips. I did like the stock tips. As you guys know, in the previous video I said that the stock tips look awesome on the backs of these trucks with the cutouts and the chrome bumper, or if you got a blacked out bumper that you chrome deleted and then took off your stock tips and got those powder coated black and put them back on, those look awesome as well. But for me, how they set these trucks up now to where the tailpipe just dumps into those stock tips and all that sound just gets lost in those big fat tips with the big openings from the front and the back. So that means a lot of noise is going right back and underneath the bed of the truck, and it's just getting thrown around all over the place. To me, that quiets it down a lot, which is, these trucks are already getting more quieter and more quieter, and it's harder to get that V8 sound back out of these newer trucks with all these computer stuff in them. But I have found a way, guys, to get the sound back out of these newer trucks. And like I said, we are now true dual straight pipe from the catch back, just 2 pipes into quad tips. And let me show you the underneath here. So now we have sound coming straight from our pipe out to quad tips. These are a 3-inch outlet, 2.5 connection here to a 3-inch outlet, and now the sound is being punched out. It is no longer being lost in that big stock tip anymore. The sound is not going from the tailpipe out the back and then trying to come back forward and getting lost in that big tip with the big surface area and then come out. It's now packs a punch. Every single time you start this truck up now, it packs a punch. Cold starts are aggressively loud. The idle for cold starts are aggressively louder. The punch when you're standing like I am about 8 feet away, when the truck starts up, you feel it in the ground vibrating a little bit. You feel the pulsation of the exhaust coming at you. And for the warm starts as well, when you start the truck when it's warm, it has that immediate power pack punch, and you know it's a truck that started up. That's exactly what I wanted. Now, I will say and be honest with you guys, for the warm start idles, it's not too much of a huge difference from the stock tips, but I can tell, and you just got to take my word for it, in person, it's a deeper tone from the stock tips, from those warm starts and just the warm idle. It is deeper, and again, that's because it's going from the pipe straight into these quad tips. It's not going from the pipe into a big huge stock tip anymore and getting lost in the sauce. All that power punch is going through the pipe and straight out through the back in quad tips now. So that's what I'm excited for, guys. Now I'll end with this, the cost setup, and then give you guys another start here. The cost setup. So we'll start it from what we originally got, which was 304 stainless steel True Duals. So we got 304 stainless steel True Duals on this truck. So that meant they had to take off my existing factory exhaust with the Flowmaster Super 10 muffler on it, get rid of that, weld up 304 stainless steel catback straights, and leave the stock tips on. That alone was, I think, $1,200 if I'm correct. If I'm not correct, I'll leave it right here below in the video. But that's what I paid for it, and that was just the original setup after we took off the factory stuff. But along with the new tips, the new tips cost me $170. That was for them to take off my factory tips, which were sometimes can be a pain in the butt. There's two ways to get these things off. You can either remove your step and get in through the back here. After you remove your step, get to those too hard to reach bolts. The third one, which is right underneath, is very easy to get to. 2 minutes to get that off, if that. Or you can leave your step in and go from the underneath. But if you're a man and you got big hands, it's going to be hard to get your hands back there and slowly ratchet away little by little by little by little, and you'll be down there for a while. Trust me, I did it. But I did it, the only reason why I did it was just to see how it worked, because I like doing stuff like that, just to see how, if I needed to get them off myself and save a little money, I could have done that. But they did take them off for me. I put them back on before my drive out to them, which brings me to this quick point. I'll make it quick. I did drive out 35 minutes to this muffler shop, as you guys have heard in the previous video, and you know all about why I choose to drive further out to get work done, because of good customer service, and I explained that in the previous video. So make sure you guys watch that on why I drove extra time to go get good customer service work done, and I preach that on my moto vlogs as well. Bela at Rider's Choice, he does all my work on my bikes, and that's why I drive 4 neighborhoods over just to go get work done by him and his guys over there at Rider's Choice in South Euclid. But these tips were $170, so that was the second time that I went back. The 304 stainless steel was $1,200, so factor that in. So it's a little less than 14, a little less than 13 total. So that's with the 304 stainless steel and the new tips. So I'm super glad that I got these things. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, what you think about the Blue Burnt tips. I was on my way there and thinking that I was just gonna go with regular chrome quad tips, and once I saw these Blue Burnt tips, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta have those. He told me at first he only had one, and he was like, oh wait a second, those are the non-rolled ones. And then he went back and found the other one and said, yeah, I got 2. I was like, yes sir, let me get those. And what I mean by rolled is just the exhaust tip right here. The material is just rolled into the actual exit port there. For the other ones, they're just straight out and with no roll that rolls back into the exhaust tip there. These are a 3-inch outlet, again, like I said. So no more stock tip just dumping out into a big, or no more pipe just dumping out into a big exhaust tip. We now have our piping dumping straight into a 2.5-inch exhaust tip and coming out with a 3-inch. And I absolutely love it. So without me blabbering on here, let's hear that punch that I was talking about. I did drive the truck about 10 minutes to get over here to this parking lot, so it is not a complete cold start, but again, you guys will still hear a punch. 11 approved. A lot louder. Check this idle out. That's better, isn't it? Come on, you got to give me that. That's a lot better than the stock tips. That sounds way better. So again, that's that power punch that I'm talking about. That's exactly what I wanted. And that, guys, is how you bring back out the V8 in these newer trucks with all this computer stuff on it. Get cat back straight, true duals, quad tips. That is the way to go. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.